Yo, what's up, buddies? It's Concert Buddy. Do you hear that?
Ricola.
No, not that. Let's try again. It's the avalanche of Record Store Day 2024 videos. They're coming. I'm trying to get out in front of the curb before I get trampled. So I'm just going to fire off a quick response, quick view of the list. If you've seen my channel before, it's kind of how I do it. First of all, thank you for watching. And second of all, thank you in advance. I would love to hear your comments in the comments below. Tell me what you think of this list. Let's get into it. All right, buddies, let's crack that notepad and paper open. Now, I think you're going to see a theme on this list with a lot of live recordings. We start here with Acetone, live at the Knitting Factory. Some Cannonball Adderley titles. Burnin' in Bordeaux, live in France, 1969. Poppin' in Paris, live at La Olympia, 1972. So you're going to see a lot of live recordings on this list. Spoiler alert. Let's see, Lily Allen. So this one kind of, I stopped for a second. It's not me, it's you. But then I saw a picture disc, so I'm out. Apocalyptica, Worlds Collide Deluxe Edition. I don't know. I think they only really have one song. I really dig theirs. Now, first one I'm going to stop at is this one called Imperfect Harmony, the Lost Album from Chet Baker and Jack Sheldon. Again, a live recording. I'm pretty sure this is a Zev Feldman. Yep, the Jazz Detective Enterprise. So they're making 1500, recorded in Tustin, California, 1972, from the personal archives of Jack Marshall's son, film producer. Okay, you know it's got to be good if it comes from Jack Marshall's son, whoever that is. All right, here we go. Money grab alert. A Beatles 3-inch turntable. Okay, well, this is going to sell 2,300 units. I'm sure it'll sell. You get I Want to Hold Your Hand, Till There Was You, She Loved You, and I Saw Her Standing There on 3-inch vinyl. And if you just want to buy the records by themselves, these 3-inch modern marvels of technology, if you already have one of these goofy record players, you can just buy them separately. So that was really nice of them. Delightful. Then I see the Airplane soundtrack, but it's a score. So 1984 does some good soundtrack work. I'll say that. That's a good label. Let's see, the Body Snatchers. Nope. All right, next one I'm going to stop at is the Bottle Rockets. This is a local band to me. They've been reissuing their back catalog here the last couple years on vinyl, including the Black Friday release a few months ago. So this one's 1,300 copies. Think of like Uncle Tupelo, who they list here, also like a Wilco kind of vibe. So I will definitely be picking that one up. David Bowie, of course, it's Record Store Day. There's got to be a David Bowie release. Just like, spoiler alert, there's got to be a Bill Evans release. Jeff Buckley, and I don't know if that's something I'd be interested in. Okay, Eric Carr from Kiss. I guess they've got carte blanche when it comes to just releasing whatever they can with Eric Carr and his estate. Dwight Yoakam comp. I don't know. It's a CD, though. All right, here we go. Cheech and Chong, my guys. Now, this is a soundtrack that you can find pretty easily. Up in Smoke, 1978, I think it came out. Of course, on 420 with this new reissue, now on smoky green vinyl. Wow, see what they did there. Delightful. Eric Church with a 7-inch. Some Gene Clark releases. I don't know. Nothing excites me there. Collective Soul. So Kraft is behind a lot of the reissuing of the Collective Soul catalog the last couple Record Store days. So I'm all for that. Dosage. I don't know if this has ever been on vinyl before. Light on the information outside of there's 2,000 units being released. So, you know, I think that one will probably come home with me. Cranberries, Bury the Hatchet. So it's probably some outtakes from that recording session. The Cure, picture disc I think I saw. Oh, gosh. De La Soul, a couple of live recordings from 1996, both on LP and CD. The Dead Milkmen. Ooh, Dead by Sunrise, Out of Ashes. Whoa. Got to get that. So that's the Chester Bennington side project. It's fantastic. I can't believe I didn't click on that. Picture disc from Dio, Pass. The Dirty Heads. So this is kind of like a Sublime kind of type group. I don't have any other stuff on vinyl, but I enjoy them. But then I saw something that's going to make me run for the hills. Recycled vinyl. No. Recycled vinyl. No. Recycled paper stock. No. I'm telling you. Avoid any kind of recycled materials. I appreciate the sustainability story, but for Pete's sake, it makes for terrible vinyl. The Doors, a couple live recordings, box set and CD, probably same thing. Let's see here. Scrolling. So if you've been following along at home, here's your token Bill Evans RSD recording. Everybody digs Bill Evans. Well, ain't that the truth? So Kraft behind this one, 4,500 units. We got some names. You know, it comes to jazz from me. It's all about the name game because I am far from a jazz aficionado. But you got Sam Jones, Philly Joe Jones. And as explained, this is Evans' second album on Riverside as leader, done by the man Kevin Gray at Coherent, very good at jazz. I do like the fact they're calling out these value-add things, Stoughton Jacket. I think that helps kind of sell the story until I look at the prices. So I'm sure when I look at the prices, I'm not going to like that. Okay, Fleetwood Mac Rumors, picture disc. Yeah, well, the completion this will be out. Fetty Wap. Oh man, I miss you on the rack snacks chips. I don't know what happened there. I think it's because you went to jail. But Trap Queen, I do remember this one. I don't know if that's something I would really need to have on vinyl, but hey, it's available now. That's a delight. Let's see what else we got. Foxy Brown, El Nana. Gosh, this has to have been on vinyl before back in the day. 3,000 units from Def Jam. She was one of those East Coast rappers, like her and Lil' Kim had a beef. So available for the first time on vinyl since its release in '96 on Sea Blue and White Marble. Shocker of all shockers. Reissue. All right. Ace Frehley. So the Kiss fans getting a little bit more Ace Frehley on a picture disc. Come on. Let's see. Now this one could be exciting. Gandalf. This is a kind of psych band from like late '60s. Jackpot Records, which I believe is in Portland. Looks like they're putting this out, so that's cool. This has been out a couple times on different reissues. Originals go for a lot of fat money, but I believe, reading the description here, it says cut from the original analog master tapes in an all-analog process. So maybe that means it'll sound righteous. I don't know. But depending on the price, I'll pick it up. Some Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia band stuff. Looks like. Oh boy, some Gilberto. That girl from Ipanema. Oh man, I'm just not going to comment on that here. Okay, official Grateful Dead here. Nightfall of Diamonds. Okay, let's see. Got a Vince Guaraldi, Charlie Brown offering, some George Harrison stuff. I'm looking for that last George Harrison record, to be honest with you. At my first glance at the list, my eyes did kind of catch the Hives. They've got a live recording, and then they've got this reissue, the black and white album, which I know has been released on vinyl before, but now it says available for the first time since its release. And shocker of all shockers, it's going to be on black and white vinyl and a double-sided poster, so get some of that. And yeah, here's a live recording, so interesting. I don't know about that. Howlin' Wolf, probably not for me. Another live recording from Iggy and the Stooges. All right, In This Moment, this is a pretty heavy, kind of metalish band, lady singer, very theatric in her presentation. These records go for a lot of cash on the secondary market. I do think it's interesting they're calling this out. So first time ever on colored vinyl. Vinyl is long out of print, commanding collectors' prices now. So they're really leaning into the fact that these are expensive first pressings being reissued. Chris Isaak, so a couple of record store days ago, they did like some Chris Isaak Sun recordings, saying this is probably just the full session. So that might be fun. It covers a lot of Sun recording stuff from Elvis to Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Ray Orbison. So if the price is right, that may be something. It's a double LP, so that could be fun. All right, let's see what else we got here. Keen live record out. Let's see, Yusef Lateef. Yeah, I'm trying to really diverse myself from jazz. So we got a John Lennon Mind Games EP. Let's see here. Interesting language. Fun with this new exclusive limited edition 4-track 12-inch EP offered in 2 color variants, a luminous glow-in-the-dark 140-gram color and the black version. So more Beatles fan service. Come Eat at the Trough. Band's full for Beatles fans. Let's see, I got a Little Wayne. So this Little Richard, interesting, on Omnivore. Let's take a look at this one. It's called Right Now. Looks like it was in his 70s phase. Let's see, 1973, Little Richard went to Muscle Shores to record an album worth of material. and it was only released in 1973, and again in France, blah, blah, blah. So it's the first official reissue. It's got some pretty cool covers on there, so that could be fun. G Love and a Special Sauce, taking me back to college times. It's self-titled. It's their 30th anniversary of that album. Holy smokes, 30th anniversary. I'm not that old, but I do remember that album from back in the day. All right, let's go to page 2, Bebop Boobop. Let's scroll all the way up. What do we have here? All right, Stephen Marley, I'm good on that. Live in Montana, Meat Puppets. I am trying to get some Meat Puppets records, but I'm just focused on the studio stuff. All right, we've got another 3-inch turntable situation, this time with Spider-Man. No picture, so I'm sorry to disappoint. But hey, you get 3-inch records with this turntable, so knock yourself out. Kids will love it. Let's see. Ennio Morricone. Okay. Oh boy, Motley Crue. So they had me at Motley Crue, and you lost me at Picture Disc. Supersonic and Demonic Relics. Picture Disc is no. I will pass on that. Let's see. You got a couple Willie Nelson live at Hollywood Bowl. That could be fun. Potentially. See, now they're really mining the well. Ready to Die, the instrumentals. I'm sure that has a very limited audience. 4,000 units, and that'll probably be in the bins for a while. Okay, The Offspring, 20th anniversary of Splinter, and you had me until a damn Picture Disc again. So come on now. Picture Disc. Get the out of here. Come on now. What are you guys doing with these Picture Discs? It's bad business. Paramore, I see they've got an album. I think they're the records for the ambassadors. Pearl Jam now. They just announced this week the Pearl Jam new album, Dark Matter. This is an RSD exclusive colorway. What do you think this color is? Is this vomit? Is it protozoa? I'm not exactly sure. I ordered the 10 Club exclusive, but I think I'm going to stick with that. I know if I need a duplicate of this. Back into the list. Let's see. PM Dawn with another RSD title, Jesus Wept. I'm not familiar with that album. That may be something worth exploring. So I saw this Public Enemy thing. It looks like a LP, 3 LP extravaganza, something called the Revolvolution Tour from 03. May just serve as a kind of greatest hits kind of situation. So that's interesting. Let's see. I don't know. It'd probably be pretty pricey. The Ramones. So you got some demos. The Sire demos. Okay. Let's see. Rolling Stones. So the Sonny Rollins could be fun. I'm assuming this is probably another Zev Feldman situation. Freedom Weaver, the 59 recordings. Not a lot of detail here, so I'll probably need to dig into that a little bit further, but that could be fun. Some Todd Rundgren. Yeah, not really my style. You can find a lot of his stuff in the dollar bins, honestly. Pharoah Sanders, Pass. Okay, some Gil Scott-Heron and Brian Jackson. Okay. Screaming Trees. Some demos. That could be fun. Duncan Sheik. Really surprised. I don't think this has ever been on vinyl. Let's take a look. Self-titled. 1500 from Real Gone Music. Yes, this is the one that had Barely Breathing. Yeah. It's never been on vinyl. Well, there you go. And this time it's coming on cobalt blue vinyl. Yep, there's Barely Breathing. So I think that one, as far as one-hit wonders goes, that could be something to pick up. Paula Shore. I mean, they don't even have album art for this. I mean, it's hard to take it seriously. So I don't think I'll be partaking in that. Sonic Youth, Hits Are for Squares. That could be a potential one. Maybe Staples, Sponge. I'm seeing some. Okay, Ringo Starr. So you've got almost all the Beatles covered. I didn't see a Paul McCartney release on this list. Sun Ra, another Jazz Detective winner. This is live in Chicago. That could be fun. Could be an interesting one. 3,000 units. This one caught my attention. So it's a live album from the Talking Heads called Live at WCOZ 77. So this is a live. I think they're outside of the main live album. I don't know if they've ever done any kind of official releases of live albums. That could be fun. Corey Taylor, I think he's in Slipknot. Not exactly sure the story behind that album. Again, live album from Television. A live album from Sister Rosetta Sharp. U2, 10-inch single from The Sphere as they wrap up that residency. Okay, now we're into the various artists. Here's one, Even More Dazed and Confused. I mean, this is one they went to the well 400 times too many. Craft Recordings has put another jazz dispensary title. That could be fun for folks who are completing those. Again, going back to the well again and the Lost in Translation soundtrack. Before we get started, I'm just curious what cover they picked on that. Let's take a look. Incomplete album art. Okay, wonderful job, guys. All right, so more to come there. Some more various artist stuff. Ooh, Murder Was the Case. So this has been on vinyl before. I do know that. I believe I have it. What's special about this? 9,000 units. It has not been pressed in 23 years. Red vinyl that will reveal classified text from case files. I mean, this has that song with Dre and Cube, Natural Born Killers. I mean, that alone is worth picking it up. So that could be fun. Let's see. Soul Jazz Records. Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff. South Park, the 25th anniversary concert. That's probably not for me. Spawn album. You know, that movie came out in 97, I think it was. And so, you know, I had a lot of like techno type of stuff. Prodigy, I think, was on there. Now, going back to like the quality control, like I'm not sure what's going on with these weird fonts and, you know, the weird copy. I don't know. I think maybe there might have been a rush to put some of this out. Shocker. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Voivod, Canadian rock band, kind of metalish. What else do we have? The Weeknd. I'm not really vibing on that. See here, look at this font on this Lainey Wilson thing. Like, what's going on here? I can't. Huh? I can't read that. Witchfinder General. I know Louis Golden will like that. And then that's the end of the list. And that's the list. Like all years, I'm going to go through it. This is just my first impression, so I'm sure there will be some things I'll move up, some things I'll move down. Quite honestly, I still need to digest this list. We're actually going to talk about this #cheap plug on the Surface Noise live stream tonight. This is airing on Thursday the 15th, so at 8 p.m. Central. Cheap plug again. Surface Noise, join us. We'll be talking about this list and kind of pros and cons and everything like that. But anyway, buddies, tell me in the comments below, what are you excited to see make this list? Is there anything that'll make you get up in the butt crack of dawn to line up in front of your local independent record store to get some of these titles? I'd love hearing it. I'd love to hear from you. And until we do this again, buddies, when you get the chance, listen to your records. Listen to your records. Not the avalanche. Just spin it. See you soon.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
Well, we out of time.